Hey guys, and welcome back to part 2 of this Truma Combi D6 installation video. We are going to remove the fuel tank and sort out the fuel line and connect our fuel line from the fuel tank right up through the van and into the unit. So let's get started. So the next step for the Truma installation is to remove the diesel tank from the van, which we've done, and then we need to remove this tank valve here. Basically this just unscrews from the diesel tank itself. Now we've given it a clean, and what we need to do next is we need to drill a hole and we need to insert this tank connection here. So what we're going to do is we are going to find a flat spot on this tank valve here. So this tank connection will fit flat, and we've got a good spot right here in the middle. And what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole, and this is going to basically sit in there. So when you're removing your fuel tank or replacing it, it's best to grab a mate because it's quite a tricky job and it can be heavy, especially if your fuel tank is a little bit filled up. In this case, we've got my mate here, Julesy.
Big guns.
He's come to give us a hand. So we've installed the fuel line into the diesel tank. Now we're going to mount the diesel tank back onto the van. So, ready, Julesy?
Yep.
Is it good?
Get easier.
Yeah. Hey!
Oh, too much.
So the next stage in the installation is to install the exhaust muffler and the extraction duct, and that's going to go from the Truma unit itself to the cowl that we've installed. So let's get going. Okay, so we're going to fit the exhaust muffler to the cowl, and what we've done is we've put the hose clamp on, extraction duct, and then we're just going to compress that in, and we are going to push the exhaust muffler into the cowl, and we're going to push it in as far as it will go. You want to make sure this goes all the way to the end. So we'll have, also you want to make sure you've got the right end. The end with the O-ring faces the unit, and this other end here faces the cowl. So we'll push that all the way through. You can hear it gripping on. Press that in a bit more. Okay, so that's as far as that will go. So now, just to secure the exhaust muffler from coming out, we're just going to screw, there's a little grub screw that comes with it, and we're going to screw that from the top of the cowl and then into the exhaust muffler so it can't come loose. Nice. So now I'm going to slide the extraction duct over the muff on the cowl. So you see these little grooves here, these little teeth. You slide it over that. Just make sure it might have been compressed. Okay, there we go. As far as it will go. elbow grease. Okay, so now get your hose clamp. So once you've got your duct onto the cowl, you just want to tighten up your clamp. Just tighten this up, making sure it's square and not on an angle. Okay, don't want to tighten up too tight because you'll end up choking the pipe. As long as it can't twist. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now we're going to fit the exhaust muffler and the duct to the unit. Now what we need to do is first of all get our hose clamp and put it on. Now make sure your O-ring is on. Ours actually wasn't on, we had to go and find it, it fell off. So that, make sure you've got your O-ring on, your muffler. Now, just put that up there. What we want to do is push our muffler into the cowl. Alright, so we've just inserted the exhaust muffler into the unit here, the muff here, and we've pushed it in really tight, and then we've just put this locking clip in. That stops it from falling out. So now we're just going to put this ducting on, bend this around, and same again. This goes over the top. So once you've got your duct on, just tighten up your hose clamp. Right, so now we're going to fit the air intake muffler. It's got a longer end and a shorter end. With the longer end, we have actually trimmed it just so it will fit. It says that in the instruction manual. So we've done that. Now we're going to fit it to the cowl first. So what we're going to do is going to grab our clamp here, put that on, basically just push it on as much as it will go, like so, and then tighten up our clamp. Okay, so now we do the same on the unit side, just putting our clamp on, and then just bending this like so till we get it right on. There we go. Now let's tighten up our clamp again. Alright, so we're going to put our ducting in. You'll hear it sort of like click on the ribs of the ducting. Push that in as far as it will go. Now, in the kit you get these little sort of screws, and you just screw them in on each outlet here, and that will stop it from coming loose.